Did you catch anything different?
Absolutely nothing.
I think Hungarian is very different.
Too far.
Yeah, too far.
Hi! I have had experiences with both of you guys' language. Obviously Finnish because we're so close, but in schools when we are taught about our language family, we also learn a bit about Hungarian, Finnish, and then like Mari and Karja. But I never actually had like chance to hear a long speech from someone Hungarian, so that will be a new experience hopefully.
I have similar answer. First of all, we are located very closely to each other, and I've been to Estonia so many times. Of course, I've been listening and hearing the Estonian language in Estonia as I was visiting it. But Hungarian, like I don't think I've been connected anyhow to Hungary or your language before, and I also haven't heard. But at the same time, I'm from Eastern Finland, and we have also nationality called Karelians there. So I know a little bit of that one, which is also part of Finno-Ugric languages, Uralic languages.
For this video, like 5 minutes ago, I looked it up a little bit because I heard previously about Mansi and I think the Kanti language, like maybe origins. I might be wrong about this, but the Mansi is called the Vogel, and what you said, the what was
Karjala.
Karjala. So supposedly that one would be another branch of it. The Finnish and the Estonian language is here, and then the Hungarian language is here, and the Finnish and Estonian is like here with the Karjala, and we have above that the Mansi and I think the Kanti, so like the Vogel, and then it comes to the very source.
Yeah, I guess it goes to Siberia.
Maybe.
I feel like other Finno-Ugric tribes are somewhere in very north, like also Sami. North Asia.
Yeah, in Asia actually, but they do connect us to like Mongolia, but in Europe they don't really like to talk about it, or like a lot of people. I don't know why, maybe because it's not completely proved, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I think the science is still like trying to figure it out because it's such a small and like unique language family. Yes. There's like new discoveries all the time, which makes it fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Maybe a little bit you guys?
Yeah, my faith lies in Finnish, but I think really depending on the word. But I think I could get some of your contexts. I hope so. I mean, I have high hopes for myself. But I feel like with Finnish, there's a chance that you understand really well, but there's also like these like trick words where we both use the word, but the meaning is different in countries, and it can like totally spin the thing around. But other than that, I'm quite confident.
The closest language to Finnish is Karelian, but after that comes Estonian. And I do believe that we have some similarities and I can understand you guys, but once again, I think Hungarian is very different.
Too far.
Yeah, too far.
Tere! Minu nimi on Melania, välismaal ma kasutan oma nime Melania. Ma olen Eestist pärit, minu kodulinn on Tallinn. Ma olen 21-aastane ja ma olen Koreas elanud 2 aastat. You didn't understand anything?
I mean,
I actually understood you.
Okay.
So I understood that your name is Melania, but your parents or somebody calls you differently?
Yeah, so I said that my name is Melania, but abroad I use the name Melanie, like Melania.
Okay, sorry, I forgot what you said, but I think you said where you're from. 21 years old. You've been for some time here in Korea. I don't remember what was the number, but you said some kind of time duration.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. What I could have guessed, just because you mentioned your name, but then you mentioned your name again, just in a different way. So I was like, okay, that was like, hi, my name is da-da-da-da. But either somebody calls me like that, or would have guessed your friends, and they call you differently, and then I didn't understand anything until you said Korea, and I'm like, cool. Maybe you're gonna say that you've been in Korea for I don't know how many years, but nothing else. I just heard her name twice and Korea.
I think it's still good, yeah. So I said that my name is Melanie. Melanie is what I use abroad, and I'm from Estonia. My home city is Tallinn, and I've been living in Korea for 2 years.
Okay. Oh yeah.
You got like more details, but you still got the like important stuff, you know, like the name and Korea, you know.
My Mun nimi on Lada. Mä oon 24-vuotias, kotoisin Joensuusta ja mä oon asunut täällä Seoulissa, Etelä-Koreassa jo 4 vuotta ja mä oon naimisissa korealaisen kanssa ja asun täällä pysyvästi.
Okay.
All right.
So what I got was you told us your name, you're 24.
Yes.
And then I think maybe you mentioned the area you're from.
Yeah.
And then you said about like Korea. I think you mentioned that you're married.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the rest of it was just words.
Oh, but you got it, you got it.
Did you catch anything different?
Absolutely nothing. The only thing I guess, because it's the very beginning, right? So I guess it's greetings, my name is Lada. That was the only thing because I knew this is going to be an introduction, and after that is just you know, when there's a font type your computer cannot recognize and there are just like this signs and these symbols and everything and lots of question marks. That was in my head. Like absolutely nothing.
Also, I was thinking to say instead of moi, terve, which is like tere, like it means health.
Oh, yeah. Tere is like tere päevast. Yeah, like it could be like health, it could be mean like whole, like something that's whole. Yeah. So what did you say?
Terve. We use that too, but me personally, I don't use it that much. Yeah. I just rather to say moi, which is easy, or hey, which is like comes from English, I guess.
And what was it that you said in Finnish, like your introduction? Was there anything we missed?
You got everything right, but I think the only thing you didn't mention is that I lived here for 4 years.
Okay, that's what I got lost.
Sziasztok, Saba vagyok, és Magyarországról jöttem. Ez a 11. évem Koreában, és van egy cicám, akit Sanyinak hívnak. Emellett nem hinném, hogy bármit is értenének abból, amit most mondok. Oké, nem tudom, hogy mit mondjak még. Fogalmam sincs, bocsánat. I'm done.
Okay.
Honestly, I think to me it sounded like Romanian.
What?
I don't know.
Which part?
I mean, maybe that kind of thing.
That part, yeah, that part.
That part.
I think you spoke fast, but at some points I would like guess like, oh, okay, yeah, it does sound from the same language family, but at some points it like really got like some like Russian-based language a little bit.
Yeah, I was also thinking about
but
that.
I like again the only thing I registered was like Korea.
Yeah.
Like even like trying to kind of find where you like said hello, my name is. I was like, I can't register that. Like it's wow. I never actually heard like someone speak Hungarian. I've tried to read it, but like hearing it, it's quite a lot different from us, I think.
I have to say sorry because halfway I just ran out of generic information that I can say quickly without having to think about it and not putting out too much personal information.
Like social security.
Yeah. And I just started saying like, first I said that, hi, my name is Saba. I didn't say it like this. I said, hi, I'm Saba. I'm from Hungary. I've been living in Korea for 11 years. And then I said, I have a cat named Shani. And then I completely forgot what to say next, so I just said, but anyways, probably they're not going to understand anything of what I'm saying right now. And I started to think like what else to say, but yeah, I really have no idea, I'm so sorry. That's what I said basically.
No, but it was very interesting listening to your language.
I just lost it.
We say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, completely different.
Yeah, you're out of the group.
I think Estonian sounds a little bit like dialect, because if I would say those numbers in dialect, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I think like to us, how you read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of sounds like if you're a child and you're like trying to be playful. So you add like syllables in the end, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like you're kind of like singing it. Not to like say anything bad about your language, but that's just kind of what it feels like. Yeah. For your, like, how did you say 1 again?
It sounds like Swedish.
Yeah,
it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But it's very interesting because usually like the numbers, at least the first few, are quite similar. Yeah. So I'm quite surprised that it's like so different.
Like the only thing that I could find in as a common point is that maybe how sharp they sound. Because we also do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you start, it's like that's the only thing I can think about. But then again, there are no other countries to compare them to. So.
But yeah, I think you might be right. Like the rhythm is also like big part of like how, you know, the languages are. So we say talv.
We say talvi.
At least this one. Cool. Thank you. We say teel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teel in Estonian it means like to be on the way or on the road.
So when you're tailing somebody,
If someone calls you like, where are you? And like, oh, ma olen teel. Oh, I'm on my way.
wait, is it dale or tail?
Teel.
Tail. Because like dale, that would mean like noon or like south.
Teillä means in Finnish like at your place.
Yeah, we do have similarities after all. In Estonian we say suhkur ja sool.
In Finnish we say sokeri ja suola.
So you guys are saying and, right?
Yes.
In Hungarian we say cukor és só.
Oh, I think salt is like, soul is like kind of...
Salt, suola, sol,
Yeah. And sugar was how again?
sokeri.
Cukor.
Yeah, suhkur.
Yeah,
So
so-
here we're more similar, yeah.
Nice.
Nice. So in Estonian we say silm.
In Finnish we say silmä.
In Hungarian we say sam.
Oh,
At least that one.
That's similar. So for nose in Estonian we say nina.
in Finnish we say nenä.
In Hungarian we say or.
Uur.
It's like O-R-R. Or.
Or, that's interesting. For mouth in Estonian we say suu.
In Finnish we say suu.
In Hungarian we say sai.
Well, still like starts with S.
Yeah.
At least, honestly, for nose, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because of the English. In slang, or if you want to say it in a cute way, you say nosy.
Nosy.
In Estonian we say tuli.
In Finnish we say tuli.
In Hungarian, we say tűz.
Tűz. Okay.
Okay, yeah, this is like really similar.
What did you say again?
Tuli.
Sound like tulip.
Yeah, so tuli, but it's a word that has like two meanings. So tuli can also be like, oh, someone came. Like to come is like tula.
I would say that the way we write is exactly the same, but maybe the way that we pronounce is just a slightly different.
I think like if a third person were to listen, they might not catch it. But I think at least for me, it kind of sounds like an American person who has learned Estonian and then pronounces it, which is like, it's correct, but there's some sort of like accent behind it. But I'm surprised it's so close. I was thinking there would be like some like letters added to it or something, but really close.
Actually, Estonian sounds very soft because I guess Finnish is a little bit more rough. The way you say L and I together, li, you say li, we say li.
Yeah, that's where accent vibe comes.
Tuli.
Tuli. For hands, in Estonian we say käsi.
In Finnish we say käsi.
Very nice find. In Hungary, we say keis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once again, the I, S and I is just E.
Yeah.
Very softly, like E.
I feel like maybe we say it more out and you kind of like make the noise more in your mouth. Can you say it one more time?
Käsi.
It feels like you're holding your tongue back, like käsi.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
we say käsi.
To me, it sounds a little bit like Russian because I know that Russian language has the same vowels like si, but in Finnish we just say si somehow like lower. You say it somehow
Like up and out.
yeah.
Yeah, we're really connecting the dots here.
Yeah, that's right. How about Hungarian?
Keis. It's like K-E-Z, but or Z, but on the E there is an acute.
Okay.
Along it.
It's like the first part, like käsi.
Keisi, that would mean like something done by hand. Like for example, let's say handball, that would be keisi labda. Labda means bow, keisi means like done by hand.
Yeah, we have like käsi töö, means like handmade. So it's also like similar like to something done with hand.
You know, it also sounds a little bit like keisi, which means like to make something.
Oh,
Keisitö, that would be maker.
see, we're connecting the dots here.
Nice.
In Estonian, we say vesi.
In Finnish we say vesi.
In Hungarian, we say viis,
Okay, almost same.
Yeah, I feel like the basics are kind of similar.
which is the most important, right? That's how you know that we're not just borrowing those words. I mean, it's not like if I go to Estonia and I hear vesi, I still wouldn't understand it, but at least
If you're thirsty enough, you will understand it.
no.
In Estonian, we say minema.
In Finnish we would say mennä.
Nämä. That was kind of like, no way, really? So in Hungary, we say menni.
Ah,
Menni.
mennä.
Minema. To go is minema, but if you say like you go, then it's minä.
Don't you have different suffixes based on the person or like?
We like change everything so much. If it's like, yeah, it's based on like who is doing it, but it's also like, how do we even explain it? There's a different way for everything. Go, I would just say like minä. as a like a order. There's like, yeah, so if it's an order or if you doing it or it's all different. So in Estonian we say tule.
Finnish we would say tulla.
In Hungarian we say jönni.
So again, like as I mentioned before with fire, tule, it could be like come, but you could also say like fires. Like if you say fire, but in the form of like owning, then it's tule.
We don't have more meaning for this, it's just jönni.
In Estonian, jonn or like jonni, it means to be like fussy. As a child, you're like, oh, I don't want to do that, then it's like jonnima.
Do you have anything that would be similar to jere?
In Estonian, we say nägema.
In Finnish we would say nähdä.
In Hungarian we say látni or nézni. Nézni is more like to watch something, witnessing something, just like seeing something is látni.
But the second one is quite similar, like what was it again?
Nézni.
Nézni.
But nézni is exactly like you are doing the action of watching something actively. More like watching football. Then you are nézni.
Estonian is very similar. Hungarian, I was actually surprised we had some similarities because there was time, like previously I have read from some kind of book or I don't remember, was it internet, that Hungarian is very, very, very different from Finnish, and the only connection that we have is just how we build the sentences.
Maybe that too, I don't know.
But I was surprised that Finnish had words that sound the same, might mean something different, or also just like sound the same, are the same. But I was really surprised that we have those, and I think that's like the most fun, you know, in the language families. If there's something that sounds the same but is a different meaning, I always find it like so interesting to figure out where the meaning go, you know. In Finnish, linna or something means a castle, right? And in Estonian, it means city. And it makes sense because like the city, the castle, like from the old time, or like raamattu is like Bible. Yeah, and to us it means book. And then you think like, oh, what book did people use? The Bible. I think it's really fun like that. So I didn't know Hungarian had that as well.
I don't think we have many that would still sound similar, but very thankfully in this collection of words there were some those are like, oh, that's really just a little bit similar, but way more similar than you would expect it since we're so far from each other. It's still really good to compare these.
Yeah, I feel like Estonia and Finland, like the languages are kind of like siblings, and Hungarian is like a distant cousin, you know?
Yeah. It's like it's the same tree, but you guys are on that end and we're on this end. Today we compared 3 Uralic languages.
If you like this video, please like, subscribe and comment down below.
See you next time.
Bye.